Am I audible?
முன்னாடி நாள் படியை வச்சுட்டு அப்டேட் பண்ணிடுறாங்க. அதான்
Hello? Can someone in the call let me know if I'm audible?
அதனால 17 hours அப்படி இப்படின்னு பார்த்தா அது ஒரு பக்கம் போது ஆமாம் ஆமாம் 2 வருஷம் ஆயிரும். 2 வருஷம் ஆச்சுன்னா 2% பண்ணணும். அதே தான் அடுத்து அவனுக்கும் நான் தான் ஃப்ரீயாக தான் பண்ணி ஆகணும். அம்மா அப்பா இருக்கிற அம்மாவுக்கு பிரச்சனை தெரிஞ்சிருக்கோம். ஆமாம் ஆமாம் அதான் ஏதாவது போக சொல்கிறோம். சின்ன பழக்கம் அதை ஓட்டிட்டு
Okay, yeah, thanks. Just give me a minute.
செப்டம்பரில் கல்வி போகிறோம். ஆமாம் 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 4 வருஷம் கேட்பான். கோவிட் அப்போ முடிச்சான், அதுக்கப்புறம் போகவே இல்லை. ஒரு வாட்டி சொன்னாங்க அப்பாவும் நான் முடியாது, என்ன பண்ணாலும் போகலாம். இப்போ நான் படிக்க போகிறேன் அப்படின்றான். அப்புறம் வீட்டில் இருந்தாலே சரி என்ன படிக்க வச்சுட்டு அப்புறம் அவனை படிக்க வைக்க மாட்டோம்னாக்கா அது ஃபியூச்சரில் பிரச்சனை வரும் அப்படின்ட்டு சொல்லுவாங்க. எடுத்து சொல்லி போனான் போயிட்டு போவான். அப்புறம் அவனை கேட்கும்போது போக மாட்டேன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. ஆமாம் நாளைக்கு அவனோட ஜென்ரேஷன்ஸ் வந்து கேட்டாங்க கூட என்னால் பதில் சொல்ல முடியாது. நீங்கள் வந்து இதில் படிச்சீங்க எங்கள் அப்பா பற்றி கேட்டாங்க. நல்லா பேசுவோம். அதனால அப்பா வந்துட்டு அவன் படிக்கணும்னு அவனே வந்து பேசும்போது வேணாம்னு சொல்கிறான். போகணும் பார்த்துக்கலாம்.
I hope my screen is visible.
சரி சரி வந்து ஃபோன் பண்ணுவாங்க. ஓகே ஓகே.
Okay. So before we just start the sessions, I would like to introduce myself. So my name is Vallabh Devgavkar, and I'm a PhD scholar in Department of Ocean Engineering at IIT Madras, and I'm a teaching assistant for this course. And just for so I have previously been a teaching assistant for another NPTEL course called Machine Learning for Scientific Engineering and Scientific Applications, and that was about last semester. And I have some experience for being a teaching assistant for NPTEL course. So based on that, I actually wanted to collect some suggestions before we get started on these sessions. So I'll just share one Google form. And please feel free to go through it and provide your suggestions. And my plan is that for today's session, we'll have some time about for collecting these feedback or suggestions rather, and then we'll go into some questions. If you want to take something in the meet, that is also fine. Yeah, sure, go ahead. You have raised hand.
వీటిలో లాస్ట్ టైం
Purna Chandra Sandhu. You have raised your hand. Can you tell what you want to say?
இல்லை பரவாயில்ல. சரி. இது ரொம்ப காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ். அந்த எக்ஸஸ்க்கு ஒரு ஐடியா தான் இல்லைங்களா? மற்ற எல்லாம் வச்சுங்க. இல்லை 2 ஆஃபாக போடுங்க.
Yeah, so as I said, I have shared one Google form. If you can fill that out and let me know what your suggestions are. I see about 6 responses. Maybe we can pin the message. Okay. So I see a couple of suggestions from the form. So there is some suggestions about showing domain codes, how to set up images, and another problem. Problem solving with explanation. Okay. So about four suggestions have been that you want MCQs similar to the course assignments, and most of the people have suggested to go with demo codes, and about 6 have suggested code filling exercises. Some more suggestions are there which are on the similar lines, and some topic suggestions are also there. Okay. Okay. what is meant assessment by which we have to submit? Okay, just so I see that there is not much. There are fewer responses for the type of questions that are already present in the assignments, and the thing is, uh, I, I mean, I'm from actually ocean engineering background. I don't have that much, I would say, background with the computer architecture and such stuffs. But I actually completed my masters in robotics. So some of the ML algorithms and let's say familiarity with kind of tools such as Docker and all. So we kind of extensively use those in our lab experiments. So that gave me some familiarity with these concepts. So I will be when it comes to these demo codes that I said, I will go mainly based on those ideas. I will share some of the ways we actually so to give some background. I'm part of something called the MAV lab at IIT Madras. It basically stands for Marine Autonomous Vehicles Laboratory, and what we do is we kind of implement autonomy algorithms for surface vessels, and in these tools uh, we extensively use tools such as Docker for our implementations, even for implementing some ML models such as some RL algorithms and so on. So I have some familiarity and experience with these ideas, and in the demo codes I would probably give some idea of how these setups would actually work out. And as for code filling exercises, so in my previous experience of the NPTEL course on machine learning for engineering and science applications, I one of the assignments one of the weeks I actually tried this out, and the thing is, firstly it takes a lot of time to actually prepare these kind of uh, code filling exercises, but so they will not be that common, but as and when possible I will try to include things on these ideas. And as far as MCQs, I think having MCQs similar to course assignments, I think might help with your preparations for let's say the final evaluation of this course. So maybe we will have some percentage of that uh, as and when possible. So, but more or less we will try to have these demo codes and such implementations as often as possible. Yeah, I mean, these demo codes and assignments I will create as we go along with the course. So there was one comment that was raised just now that you would like to have those, but I myself haven't actually created those yet. So I will try to create them as we go along with the course, and based on that, my plan is that these demo codes I will always maybe give a. This is how I actually implemented in the previous NPTEL course also. I'll first share the code. I mean, they will be mostly present in the drive link that will be shared with you guys, I think. They'll be shared. There will be a drive link basically, which will contain the codes and some PDFs, which will have some MCQ questions and so on, and maybe sometimes these code filling exercises and so on, and some reference material I find. Okay. So this drive link is actually, if I'm correct, is probably already shared with you through the course page. Is it? Okay, I will come to the recording part a little later. Okay, this is for the sharing of the codes and all. So, as and when the session is conducted, I will basically do the demo code live. I will try, if possible, that code can be run within the time frame of the session. Will run that. If not, I will have it run beforehand and then I will present it in the class. Uh, so that will be the code demo sessions, and this code will also be shared to you. Uh, as in mostly I will try to keep it to Google Colabs, Google Colab notebooks, and so that even if you don't have access to GPUs on your systems, you can kind of still run those, and or you can basically again download those onto your system and run on your local systems as you wish. So that's about the codes. Uh, about the live session recordings. So there are two teaching assistants for this course. So uh, the first one of the sessions is on Sunday, and my sessions will be always on Monday. So the ones on Sunday will be shared separately by uh, the other TA, and on the ones on Monday will be uploaded to my YouTube channel, and the link to that will also be present in that one Excel sheet will be there. Perhaps it's yeah, all the sessions will be shared. There will be one common Excel sheet which will have sessions, the link to YouTube videos of both these sessions. Okay. Yeah, Sunday session might not be shared yet. Maybe because after the sessions, we are supposed to, uh, if required, edit the video and then upload it. The share screen is too small. But I'm writing quite big. I hope that is not that much of a problem. Uh, yeah, I mean, as I was saying, the live sessions will be recorded, and there will be one common Excel sheet which will contain the links of each and every live session, and they will be shared on YouTube. Yeah, you have a doubt? Someone raised hand just now. Yeah, by the way, the session on Sundays that will be handled by the other T, and she'll share the content from her side. The sessions that will be conducted on Monday, which is today, those will be shared by me, and mostly I will try to upload it that day itself, if not at max the next day. So for today I don't have any demo, by the way. But from next week, as we go into Dockers and Kubernetes, Dockers for sure I can show a bunch of demos, uh, including creating of the Docker file and building containers and some basic commands to run Docker containers and so on. Kubernetes, I don't have that much experience, but I will look into it. Should not cover this today. the Excel sheet be shared with us? Yes, it will be shared with you through the NPTEL, the course page. Someone had raised a hand little while ago. You can go ahead if you have any question. What is the agenda for today? Today basically I have some questions similar to the ones that you have in assignments. I will share those and you can basically go through those, and then I can share you the answers to those. That is what I have planned for today, because almost all the content that we had this week was only information based. There was no I couldn't think of a way of creating any demo out of that. How can you come to know the things information after completion of this session? I didn't get that question. How can you come to know the things information? What is it for today? Yeah, as I said, I'll basically share a PDF of some questions, and similar to the assignment questions, and it's basically MCQ type only. So we'll just go through those, and the answers will be discussed. Something like that. Will those questions contribute to the final exam score? Not for. The today's sessions are these sessions are completely independent of your actual goals. None of this is going to be evaluated. It's just for your learning. Okay. So maybe I think I can go ahead and share the questions. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Maybe I will upload it to Drive and then can Mm. Can you please check if the link is available to everyone?
മുത്താണെങ്കിൽ വലുതാകും ഞാൻ എന്റെ സംഭവം നിന്റെ സംഭവം എന്താ അല്ലെ എന്തേലും മറ്റേയായിരുന്നു അവിടുത്തെ സംഭവിച്ചു
Yeah. The idea is that we'll go through the questions for now, and let's say we could do one better thing that we'll discuss at least like 4 at a time questions, and if something in those questions needs to be discussed, we'll have some discussion amongst us, and then move on, something like that. Again, please share the link of MCQ questions. I've pinned the drive link. So today's session I don't have any demo codes to show, so these questions will be covered. That's all. Yeah, basically, so my plan is that we can. So at a time, 4 questions will be visible, and we'll wait for a few minutes and wait for some responses from people to for the answers of these questions. And if there is any discrepancy, or if someone wants to, someone is having any doubt for that particular question, then we can all maybe help them, something like that. So for the first question, sounds good? Yeah, okay. So we already have the answer to the first question. Okay. We'll, yeah, after we have answers to all 4, maybe then we'll shift to the next set or something like that. Okay. So the first question I see, yeah. Yeah, that is the correct answer. The second question, which cloud computing model provides hardware and software solutions, software tools over there? Okay, so there is some discrepancy with this one, but I mean, just going from a subtle point of uh, subtle slight difference, maybe you can say, it is more uh, correct to call it as a platform as a service. So maybe I will, after the end of the session, I will share the answer key along with the questions as also in the same drive folder. Okay, on to the third questions. Primary advantages of AI in data analytics. Yeah, I mean, uh, though lower cost is somewhat of a okay way of looking at it, but we are talking in more terms of the computation benefits. So, uh, in terms of computational resources and all, uh, the cost might not be reduced, but what we have actually achieved is probably more on the data processing side. So that's what we could go for the third question. Yeah, 4A. Correct. Yeah. So I hope. So just for the conclusion, the okay, you already have access to the questions. Good. So the answer to the first four ones were D, B, B, and A. We'll move on to the 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I see some. Yeah, 5D. Yeah, obviously, there is no such thing as structured learning. Coming to 6, I see some C and some A. Yeah, mostly I see C and A only. But yeah, I can. I mean, I think for this point, you can refer to the course content. So there is a difference between a container and a virtual machine. Uh, the actual correct answer is A. Weather in virtual machine. I see one A, one most two C's. Okay, conclusion for the seventh. It's C. I mean, almost all of these questions are based on the content of the course. And, maybe, yeah. I mean, the hypervisor was more like a layer below the OS. So, and the main purpose for it was to actually manage virtual machines. Coming to question 8. Yeah, label data supervised learning, obviously. Just summarizing the questions 5 to 6, 5 to 8. The fifth one is D, sixth is A, seventh is C, 8 is A. Build, test and deploy applications. Yeah. Ninth is B. Maybe we can set it. Yeah, 10 is B. More questions. For 11th, I am seeing some answers as D, but that is not correct. So an API is not something that it's more like a route or connection to get to access something rather than a managing resource. So when we say managing resources, it's more like uh, it's not something that you would do. It is something that you let the service provider itself to handle. So the correct answer for 11th question is C. It's more like it was more a option elimination question. For 12th, yeah, I mean, I'm the orchestrator in the sense it is something that you will not be handling on your own. It will be handled by the service provider themselves. So it's not something that is in your control. 12th is more like a okay, that is somewhat of an ambiguous question, I would say. But yeah, the machine learning itself uh, refers to the ability of a system to improve its performance based on past experiences. Yeah, deep learning could. Yeah, this is so more of an ambiguous question, but the more general answer would be machine learning, because deep learning can be deep learning is essentially a subset of machine learning. Well, we can consider as C. I mean, answer C. Yeah, 13 is C, not A. So that, yeah. Yeah. This is exactly the content that was explained in the last two lectures. C14. So which one describes the this is also sort of ambiguous, but the more commonly used term when AI is used in such contexts is more related to the autonomous systems, such as autonomous cars or autonomous vehicles. So, in that sense, B would be more appropriate. So, the human intervention, and so most of the autonomy levels in cars, they are defined by how much of human intervention is actually required. So, yeah, so it's not artificial intelligence, it refers to autonomous learning. Yeah. For 15B. Can you repeat the answers for last 4 questions? So 11 to 14, I guess. So 11 is C, 12 would be C, 13 is C, 14 is B. Fifteen is B, yeah. We can move on to 16. Characteristic type of browser. Yeah, 16 is B. Is most answers C. 17 is also B. Yeah, 18 is also B. Am I audible? Hello? Am I not audible? Okay, yeah. Yeah, 18 is B. Yeah. 19. Again, I see some answers B, yes. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. 20. Yeah. So I think this is the end of questions we have for today. But in general, the, the first type of session that I said, having some questions similar to the assignment questions, that would go something like this. So this was more like a experience. So if you can give some feedback as to if this is how you would like these sessions to be conducted, you can let me know. Or maybe we can have, depending on the demo and questions requirements, some 50%, yeah, more implementations definitely. So uh, none of what we had for this week's content was something that I could create some demo out of. But I think from next session onwards we would have some possible demos, for which also I will share the required files also with you guys. By the way, I mean, most of the implementations that I will show will be with Linux only, Ubuntu, and depending on your OS, you can see how those similar functions are implemented in, let's say, Windows or Mac, depending on your OS, and you can go through those. If you have any doubts, maybe you can send me an email. I will try to answer those. You can send me an email at this address. Yeah, yeah. What? First two lectures, I mean, I was referring to the lectures that are actually already present in the week 1 content. Yeah, that will be accessible to you, right? Through the course itself. The week 1 content, there are almost about 6 videos, 5 videos, and the week 1 assignment. Okay. Mm-hmm. 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 Hmm. Yeah, yeah. In that case, I would recommend you to like in choose the one that goes by the slides of the course. So, yeah, I mean, the thing is, the assignments are separately created by uh, the instructors and their own teaching assistants. So it's better if you stick along with the slides itself. Yeah, and also please don't call me sir. I'm not that old from you guys. Yeah, from the next session onwards, I will definitely try to have some demos. And as I said, most of the demos that I will present will be on Ubuntu. And if uh, there are some for when it comes to Docker, let's say using Docker in Windows, you have something a different way of handling it, and in Ubuntu you can handle it differently. So the small differences, I think you can go through some online tutorials or the YouTube videos to get you. I mean, the general commands and the architecture would be more or less same, but just the way you implement it or run it might be slightly different. Yeah, I have a question. Please go ahead. Yeah, I see a raised hand. Please go ahead with your question. Hello? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, please go ahead with your question. Yeah, actually, I mean, as I said, that is handled by the other teaching assistant, so I don't have access to it. Uh, the Excel sheet that you guys you will be that will be shared to you, that will have link for all of them. So uh, yeah, maybe if possible, can you raise a request on the that discussion forum? Okay, okay. So the thing is, the NPTEL team, they will make sure to add one more link to the I mean one more tab to the course content, and that will be basically pointing to that Excel sheet. So uh, so it will be from their side. So uh, I think I mean the session was conducted yesterday only, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. I mean, it might be possible that the other assistant, she might be busy with some other work, so she might not have uploaded. But I will definitely try to upload my sessions the same day as much as possible. Uh, but uh, I mean, uh, so what I'm essentially trying to say is that is not in my hand. Yeah, yeah, I will try to raise one for my side also. Yes, sure. Yeah, I'm from IIT Madras. I mean, not from the question side. If you have any things to discuss about the uh, what you would be expecting from the session or something like that, maybe you can stay. But nothing from the question side. Uh, the There'll be one live session every Sunday and Monday. So the Sunday one will be at from 5 to 7, and Mondays will be always from 6 to 8. So this timing is always fixed. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. The other teaching assistant, she must have recorded the session. She will upload it to her YouTube channel, and there will be one link that will be shared to you from the NPTEL handling side. So they will make one more tab, and it will have a it will be basically pointing to that Excel sheet, and that Excel sheet they'll give you access, and that will have the link to the YouTube video. Yeah. Yeah. The same drive folder, I will upload it to that. Uh, you have access to the drive folder itself, right? You are able to access only the PDF, or oh, okay, just a minute. Then I will upload it right away. Just give me a minute. By the way, today's session is over. I mean, when it comes to only MCQs, I think it, about 1 hour we can have for the MCQs, and I'll try to keep half of the time for MCQs and half of the time for the if if there is any demo. So that is how we can cover the 2 hours of the session.